compare Istanbul to Miami, Dubai, London, Paris, etc., what makes Istanbul a special city comparing to all of these markets?
İstanbul. Ne desem şimdi?
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Prestij Podcast. First of all, I would like to thank you for all the engagement, all the views, the likes and comments that you showed us in the first season. And currently, we are just starting our new season of the Prestij Podcast this year. And today, we are having one of the guests who was with us before in season number 1. We talked about a lot of things, a lot of projects, a lot of developers, and her career as well. Let me welcome Feyza Kazaklar to the Prestij Podcast. Feyza, thank you for being here with us today. How are you?
Thank you, Hamza, for your invitation. I'm also very happy to be here with you again. I'm so excited also for your questions. I hope our podcast will be very nice. And
last podcast that we did before was really successful and we got a lot of feedback from that. And I don't doubt that we will have, much more better maybe this year,
I hope it's going to be better this time. And now I'm experienced in the...
Last podcast we were talking about a lot of new things that you were expecting to happen in the next month. And all of these things end up happening and coming to reality. And that's why I'm starting my podcast, or this season actually. I'm starting this season with you to discuss, we have crazy project now. And it's so competitive now. And it's so...
it's better than my expectations. Normally,
I think it's better than everybody's expectation. Mm-hmm. And I met a lot of people who are scared of the scale of this project.
Yeah.
Because the project is, I would say, mission impossible.
Yeah.
But it's coming to reality and the construction is going very, very fast. And that's why we are here to discuss our new project, our new baby project in Istanbul, the project that I personally think that has a lot of potential, a lot of growth potential in the new year. And anyway, I don't want to give you a lot of details about it now. We just want to go through the questions, ask Feyza a little bit, and so she can tell
I
us.
hope it's not going to be hard questions.
Oh, no. I'm gonna
You like hard
easy.
questions, by the way.
I'm going to take it easy. So now that our baby project is out and it's officially launched, how was the initial interactions of the people you met already during these 3 or 4 months that you guys are open to sell now? So I think 3, 4 or 4 months is enough to understand the market reaction, the future of the project, the reaction of the investors who are coming, within all of these months. So how was the take of the investors? How did people take this project? What do they think? What's on the market?
I want to start with the project is located in the Şişli. You remember maybe we were also talking about the name of the project.
Yeah.
What's gonna be the name, it's gonna be, we should make a brand name or other things. I remember. Now we make decision. It was a big decision for us. We made the project name is Taş Yapı Şişli.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Project name reveal.
Yes, it's revealed because before there's tons of names comes to us, but we couldn't make a decision. Taş Yapı is a very big brand. It's 40 years old company who has in 7 countries more than 20,000 workers.
Yeah.
And then we are making rail systems, airports, and so many things, not only residential projects. And we said, why not? We are not gonna make decision with our name. And we all make decision in this way, and we launch as a taş yapı Şişli, because Şişli, I'm travel too much like you.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Şişli. When they know Istanbul, they know Taksim, Şişli, Nişantaşı. These three locations very well known. The Turkish buyers, they already know, of course, but for the other countries, they know Şişli so much. That's why we make decision like at Şişli, because in the heart of the Istanbul, Şişli, and our project also very big land on a Şişli, and the taş yapı, it's already a brand, but why not all around the world they know our name?
Yeah.
That's why we make decision like this. And our project, it's not only residential. We have one hotel building, one residence, one home office, and one offices. And between all of this buildings,
Blocks.
there is blocks. There is amazing area for shopping, enjoying the eating, lunch. There is very specific.
It's what we call the
Yeah.
mixed use project.
Yes,
So the
mixed.
project has a 5 stars hotel, has an office building, has a shopping center, has, entertainment section for people. Because again, Şişli is a little bit boring currently.
Yeah.
There is not much to do. People who ever want to enjoy their time, they would go to Nişantaşı, they would go to Zorlu, but not in the center of Şişli. So
Zorlu, now it's only 2 kilometers to my project.
it's very well
Very
located.
close.
I mean, that the importance of the land, which we will talk about it in a few minutes. But how was the initial feedback of the
The
investors?
feedbacks are really amazing. I didn't expect that too much like this. We normally, you said it's launched, but it's gonna launch on New Year. Normally, now we are making pre-launch.
Pre-launch.
Yes, pre-launch. Who is the buyers right now? If you're gonna ask me, the buyers who knows taş yapı and who has apartment before from taş yapı.
So just to clarify something, taş yapı is the developer.
Yeah.
This developer has more than 40 years of experience.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify the area. People, they don't know taş yapı, and especially that we are targeting foreign investors. So I just wanted to clear the air a little bit. So taş yapı is the developer of so many brand name projects in Istanbul, including Trump Towers. In
Nobody
Şişli as
knows.
well. Yeah, it's Trump Towers, which is an old project of 10 to
Manhattan.
15 years. Yeah, Manhattan. They developed a lot of airports in the Middle
Ercan,
East,
Cyprus
in
airport.
Cyprus. So the developer itself has a lot of
Winds.
experience. Yeah, Four Winds. It's a current project now that's still selling in the Asian side with Bosphorus views.
Baghdad Street.
So the developer has a name in the market,
Yeah.
and he's not a developer who is making projects just to make projects. He's not launching projects every day. This guy is extremely picky. That's why maybe once in 10 years he would make a super wow project. So it's not somebody who is just.
He's very perfectionist.
He's not commercial. He's not a commercial person, who just want to buy and sell and, make 10
he
projects
bought
a year.
this land 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And he just waited for the best time and the best projects.
Yeah.
Yes, it's gonna be his signature
So,
in Istanbul.
I took so many clients within this 3 or 4 months, and thank God we made nice
Lot of
sales in this 3 or 4 months in the same project.
I want to ask you, do you think it was hard to impress the
it was hard.
clients? We didn't make anything. We just
Look.
showed the area, showed the construction quality.
This project may be one of the easiest
Yeah.
projects to sell because
Same.
location, the
Best.
payment plan, which we're gonna discuss
Yeah.
in a bit.
Best in Istanbul.
yes.
I never saw before. It's the first time
We're,
I'm
we're
seeing.
going there, yeah. The concept itself, the mixed use, concept, the developer name. So there are a lot of boxes that ticks,
Yeah.
to the investors, and it makes a lot of sense. So moving on is the 4-year installment plan. It's a crazy risk. And if you guys know Istanbul, you would understand that we usually don't give 4 years in installments unless it's it's a very unsellable project, or it's in the urban regeneration projects, or it's in the rural areas, you know. So yeah, maybe today we can find a project that can give such payment plan in Başakşehir, Bahçeşehir, Esenyurt, Beylikdüzü, but never in the city center.
Yes.
Right. The only project that was given 2 years was in Vadi Istanbul, and they used to do okay, but then
I was selling cash that time also.
and then this project came and made a 4 years installment price the same price as cash price. So which is very attractive.
Normally, he always making sales when the project is ready.
Yeah.
It's the first time he's selling under construction project. Normally, he always doing when he finished everything and he started the making sales.
He did the same in Four Winds. He did the same
always.
In,
Koşuyolu Korelileri. Yes. This is his model. But I told him we should start to make sales from the beginning. Because, you know, not everybody is looking for a ready apartment.
Yeah. People want to make money in the process.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true. Normally, you know, in our location of the project and 5 kilometers, when you check of Şişli, the per square meter prices in luxury projects, it starts from 12,000 to 25,000, which is Zorlu.
Yeah.
$12,000 Torun I sold, Torun Center, Quasar. Also, our project is Trump Tower. If someone wants to make money and they don't want to pay cash, make payment urgently, they can prefer to pay this payment plan, and it's easy for them also because, you know, our payment plan is, you know, actually 50% cash down payment, and then 10% 1 year later, another 10% 2 years later, and the last 10% is 3 years later. That 20% left amount is we are dividing 46 months. Monthly payment for a 1 bedroom, it's like $2,500.
Yeah.
Like you are paying rent. Yani in Istanbul, there is no rent left like this, but it's very easy. And when you sleep, you can sleep easily.
Yeah.
Because if you are making an investment and you couldn't sleep at nights, I'm gonna make this payments? This is not a good investment for them.
Yeah.
Our payment plan, our project, by the way, it's gonna delivered in 2028 May. 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years, and I'm sure that this payment plan also making huge differences with the other projects now they are selling, because now everybody, if you don't want to bring a client to me, the clients are showing my videos, my pictures everywhere in their consultants company. They are showing, I want to go here, because also on the top 4 blocks, it's connecting each other with the infinity pool and amazing Bosphorus view.
The concept is very unique. I mean, I can't discuss this.
Please, also, I want to show the people who is watching now the picture and the video of the project, because now you cannot find a new project which has an amazing Bosphorus view. Our project is 37th floor, and more than half, I think, after 20, your view is amazing.
Yeah.
We are on the same line with Torun and Quasar, by the way. Same line, just 1 kilometer.
Okay, this payment plan is really unique. I understand this. But what do you expect for the clients who are already purchasing currently to have as a return on investment in, let's say, 3-4 years after? What's your return on investments expectation for this project?
Minimum, when the project is ready, when you take your key, 35% in your pocket.
As a capital appreciation?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 35% in your pocket. After that, you can rent or you can sell. Now in the city center, 1 bedrooms, in my location, 1 bedrooms rent is minimum $3,000, $4,000.
Yeah.
The normal, not luxury one. Luxury one start more than this thing.
Zorlu
5,000. Yes. That's why they can make very amazing profits. And after that, I'm sure that they don't want to rent it. They want to live inside. Because, Istanbul is a very central point of the world. All the layovers also from Istanbul, there's, our airports. It's the huge.
Yeah.
The biggest one of the biggest one. It's a meeting point, like.
Yeah. But what I want to add to this is you're talking mostly about the capital appreciation, which is the return on equity or the capital growth, that what we call. When I present to my clients this project, I give them a very simple math equation. I say, look, okay, this project currently is selling meter square around $7,000 to $7,500 per meter square, depends on the floor, the view, etc. Yeah, 7,000 to 8,000, let's say. So your competitors, or actually you do have two competitors now who are ready to move, which is Toron Center and Zorlu Center, right? Toron Center currently, from their sales office, are selling with $12,000 per meter square as an average. Zorlu Center is between $15,000 to $20,000 in average, right? If we check 12,000 in Toron and 15 up to $20,000 in Zorlu, when I explain this to clients, I said, look, I'm not saying it's gonna be $15,000. It's not. I'm not saying it's gonna be Zorlu Center in the future. I'm saying that now you're buying at $7,500 as an average, and you can reach $10,000, $11,000, $12,000.
Worst scenario.
Worst case scenario, $10,000. If you're buying with $650,000 today, you're gonna get an appreciation of an average of an $850,000 in 3 or 4 years. If it goes to $11,000, that's $1 million already. This is what my analysis says about this project regarding the capital appreciation of the project. What's coming on the rent in Istanbul is coming on an average between 4 to 5%. So the 4 or 5%, I'm not calculating it on the purchase price. I'm calculating it on the delivery price. If the price of the property is going to be, let's say 3 or 4 years later, $800,000 or $900,000, I need to calculate 4% from that time or 5% of that time. All right. Because currently my clients who bought in 2017 one bedroom in Vadi Istanbul with $200,000, now they're getting almost, $1,800 per month, which is already 9% or 10% already. Now the price is up, which is $500,000 for one bedroom, and the rent is almost 5%. But for the people who bought 7 or 8 years ago, the rent is almost 10% currently. Yeah. So it's the same thing that's going to repeat in the new project as well.
I remember at that time, Vadi Istanbul 3-bedroom price was 500,000.
I sold even.
Do you remember that time?
450 I sold.
450.
I'm before you in Vadi Istanbul, by the way. I think few months before you. 450 I sold 3-bedroom.
We were always competitors.
So that's how we define return on investments, and that's how people should calculate it. And also that's how people need to think about return on equity, which is capital growth, right? So we have 2 examples ready to move next to us. That's how we need to right, approach. Yes. This is the right approach to see it. And I'm not adding the fact that this project is better than X project and Y project and Z project, right? I don't want to, compare with names, but the concept is different. The amenities are different. What's being prepared for is much, much more different. So I'm going worst case scenario is this is what's happening, right? So that takes me back to your past baby projects. We spoke about Vadi, we just mentioned. We spoke about the Ritz-Carlton in the previous episode and everything. So what is currently the average rental income in those projects comparing to the sales price, back at that time?
I remember the buyers of Ritz, the 1-bedroom price was 400,000 euro.
Which the rent now for this unit is 3,500 euro.
It's that time when you check, now you cannot find $1 million 1 bedroom there.
So they're making maximum rent possible, which is already 8, 9 to 10%. And already the price, and it's the same thing I was discussing about.
I remember Vadi also, 3-bedroom rents, it's 10,000 lira for 3-bedroom. Do you remember that time? 10,000 lira was like, the dollar, Turkish lira rate was 5. $2,000.
When I was working in Vadi Istanbul, I was offered to rent a 1-bedroom with 3,000 TL, and my salary was not enough. I was like, okay, if I spend 3,000, that's almost all my salary. Back at that time.
I remember my salary was like this.
And imagine if we took those houses. Oh my God.
Yeah, I wish.
So since our last conversation, have you noticed any change about the primary motivation of international buyers? Are they still prioritizing, citizenship? Is it investment? Is it what is the real, current motivation of every foreigner investor who comes to Istanbul?
Look, I'm in. This is my 13th year in this real estate sector in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Before, the international buyers, if they didn't know Istanbul too much, they were buying apartment just for passport, citizenship. That people still buying apartment from Istanbul. Why? That time their budget was only for citizenship budget, which is 250 before and now 400,000. Okay. And then they start to explore Istanbul. They were coming and going back to their country, and they also love Istanbul as much as their hometown, and they love Turkey also so much. And now our buyers, who is our buyers right now? They have already the Turkish passport, and now they were looking for an apartment for their taste, to live, to enjoy life. Yeah. They want to be closer to the best locations. For example, when you say Istanbul, what's coming to your mind? There's Istanbul words comes to me, Bosphorus coming to my mind, right?
Yes.
And people now wants to buy apartment with a view, with a nice location. Bahçeşehir, Başakşehir, Esenyurt. Last week I was in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh. There was the biggest real estate expo in the world. Cityscape. We were there, and there's so much Saudi clients. They were coming to my project, and they were asking about the projects, and they said, we bought from Istanbul before. I said, when? For example, 10 years ago. They were buying from Esenyurt, Bahçeşehir, Başakşehir area, and they were the people who I was not selling that time. They were telling that this is the city center of Istanbul.
Unfortunately, it's not the problem of the client.
Yeah.
It's the problem of the broker.
Yes.
The brokers that time, unfortunately, were marketing only cheap properties.
But that time also there was no project, the new constructions in the city center also. Do you remember? I remember the prime locations we were started to sell like 2019. or 18.
Look,
and then
I entered Vadi Istanbul in September 2018.
yeah,
It was hard for us
yes,
not to convince the client, to convince the agent to come discover Vadi Istanbul or to come discover the city center as all.
and the price was doubled.
We promoted this
Yes,
area.
yes.
We promoted agencies to.
It was very hard that
we
time.
gave them the education how to sell city center and why it's more valuable and more important. Because this subject makes me kinda crazy.
I remember the Torun Center I was selling after Vadi. Directly we went to there. When I was selling 1 bedroom as a 3-bedroom price in Vadi. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I was selling 500,000 K 1 bedroom. At the same time, I was selling
3-bedroom.
with 3-bedroom at that price. It was very hard for us, but we promoted everyone to the right place. I work only in the best locations. And maybe this is my chance or I prefer to make like this. But it was really now when I met people, they said, I'm so sad because I'm coming to Istanbul, but my wife and me, we want to enjoy the life. But when we don't want to stay our houses. These buyers also now prefer to buy from us. 2 days ago, there was one client, he bought his apartments in Esenyurt. Yeah. He bring all cash with his car and bring to me. He said, I want to buy apartment here in the center because where people are going to, maybe Zorlu, maybe Grand Bazaar, which is maybe 10 to 15 minutes to us right now, and Hagia Sophia, where people are going for Istanbul, Nişantaşı, Bosphorus.
This topic makes me super upset because
me too.
I have never met.
I know who did this.
Who did this?
I cannot tell the name.
I have never met an investor who put money in those regions and made money.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me
It's very sad.
Because you know why? Because it's ruined our reputation.
Yeah.
And when you present to him real investment opportunities, he tell you, no, I don't want to buy in Istanbul anymore because I lost money.
Yeah.
I do have.
After 2018 to today, till today, do you see any client who lost his money in this location?
Because I never sold in Esenyurt.
Yes.
In my whole career.
I never worked also.
I never went.
Yes.
I never took a client.
Never. Me also. I can sit at home. It's better for me.
Yeah. Look, I do have a client who bought 12 apartments in Esenyurt before I entered real estate. When I entered real estate...
Bedroom or 1+0?
No, 1 bedroom.
That time also 1+0 was where the studios was very famous.
It was 1 bedrooms and a bunch of 1 bedrooms and a bunch of 2 bedrooms.
In Basın Express?
No, in Esenyurt. And unfortunately, I had to manage all of these properties when it comes to rent and everything.
Oof.
The level of issues I'm living with those apartments until this moment is really making me stress every single day, because today one tenant ran away. He left to his country and he didn't pay us 4 months of rent. He left.
Oof.
Tomorrow, the management filed a suit. They sued us because our tenant didn't pay the management fee, the maintenance fees. A few days ago, people will just stop answering, or you will just wake up tomorrow and he's out of the house. Or this kind of stories happening to me while managing these properties every year.
It's very sad.
Now we want to sell them. We're already listing them at 30% below market price or below the purchase price, and we still cannot find a buyer.
You cannot.
Tell me, is this possible in Vadi Istanbul?
No, impossible.
In Nişantaşı?
In one day.
In Şişli?
No way.
Imagine if I put today an apartment for 20% or 30% below market price, maybe in 1 hour it will be sold. Moving on to one more question I always keep asking myself. Now, in Turkey, we have a lot of clients who are interested to buy, citizenship, the property that is eligible for citizenship. And this topic, remains very important to all of us, the people who want to be a citizen, people who want to be a citizen of this country, please read it. People who want to be a citizen of this country. So do you think that the citizenship buyer profile currently is much more educated than before? Because if I remember well, before we used to receive inquiries that people, let's say, have $400,000 or $500,000 and they want to spend it in 2 or 3 or 4 apartments. Don't you feel that nowadays people are more into the luxury segment? And that's why, for example, Şişli comes into play now.
For example, our prices is starting from $680,000 as a cash price with an installment. And I like the profile of the clients also so much. Before, do you remember we were selling citizenship online?
In COVID time, yeah.
Yes. Before COVID also we were selling, for example, Chinese. Did you ever see a Chinese client face to face?
I saw a few of them, but I think 80% of them that's
I never saw face to face. Their agencies was selling with the power of attorney.
When I was in
under
Dubai, I
their
think one Chinese guy came and bought $10 million from us in the first month of COVID.
Oh my God.
April 20.
I that time I was thinking, who are these people? How they can? We don't know tomorrow what's gonna happen. How they are spending their money? They are the best investors of all the time.
Yeah.
I wish they were telling us also something like this. But yes, the buyers now, it's more educational, and Istanbul is not their first investment.
Yeah. And that's bringing me to another question.
Yeah.
Just crossed my mind. So, when we talking to clients or when clients visit us in Istanbul, they always compare Istanbul to different markets.
Yeah.
Such as Miami, London, Dubai, your favorite place, I know. She hates it so much.
I'm not hate it,
Yeah,
but it's too much in the market.
Yeah.
Everywhere, and I don't want to see anymore.
Yeah. So that brings me back to my question. So a lot of people actually compare Istanbul to Miami, Dubai, London, Paris, etc. What makes Istanbul a special city comparing to all of these markets?
Very nice questions. Thank you. Istanbul. Hamza, Istanbul is the center of the world. It's very easy accessible from everywhere, and then you can go, for example, all the connected flights from Istanbul, right? Everywhere is 4 hours to and if you want to go to US, it's starts from 9 hours to 16, and then the Asia also same, and in the Europe just 3 or 4 hours. It's really middle of the world. And the history of Istanbul also, there is nowhere like this, I can say so many things till morning about Istanbul, because I born and raised in Istanbul, and all my family also same. But I also travel Miami, London, Dubai so many times, Paris, everywhere. I travel everywhere so many times. But Istanbul, when they come, they are understanding why Istanbul is different. You have to travel first. You have to see 4 or 5 days. Some of the countries after 3 days, 3 nights, I want to kill myself. I want to go back to Istanbul. Also, buyers are same,
Yeah.
They are the first buyers from Turkey. They were not buying just because of Istanbul. They were just buying for maybe passports, maybe other things. But now, all buyers, I can see from their eyes, they are just buying apartment from my projects because of Istanbul. Not just for, let's make an investment. No, they are buying because of Istanbul.
Yeah.
And when you are buying something from Istanbul, when you want to sell, the new buyers also from all around the world, not just the Turkish buyers are buying on the second-hand market.
Correct.
Everybody. What do you think about this also?
Correct. I mean,
Because you are not Turkish.
yeah, I've been literally everywhere.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
Russia, US, Bangkok, whatever.
Last
Korea.
6 months, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Where are you?
Hi.
I want always. I'm checking your stories. Where is he?
So, Istanbul is very diverse.
Yeah.
There is almost every nationality living in Istanbul and wanting to invest in Istanbul, studying in Istanbul, living just for the life of Istanbul. Because Istanbul has a mix of cultures.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of Middle East, a little bit of Europe, a little bit of a lot of history, not just a bit, a lot of history. And also it has a diverse choice. Do you want to live in the forest? Do you want to have a sea view? Do you want to live in a mansion? Do you want to live in Zeytinburnu, for example, seafront project? We literally have everything. You want to live in between
For
the old
season.
Yeah, you want to live in between the old streets of Kaytane, Şişli, Mecidiyeköy, and all of this. We do have this. So every segment of an investor or somebody who lives in Istanbul has where to live in Istanbul. So I think that's what makes Istanbul special. Not like Dubai, not like London, not like Miami. Yeah, Miami may be similar. Also, it has
right
different
now,
vibe.
For Dubai,
Yeah.
the first thing comes to your mind. What is coming to your mind? Luxury. For
Making
example.
money.
For example, right now, everybody is talking about how luxury
Yeah.
is Dubai, right?
Yeah. But it doesn't have a soul.
Yeah.
It's just buildings, construction,
Every-
construction,
yes.
construction, money, and that's it.
Under
That's
construction, under construction.
it. Dubai, it's make money, come back, make
Yeah.
money. And no, not only for me as a broker, but also for the clients. The clients also need to go to Dubai, make money, and come back. That's it.
They are not living there.
Yeah. I mean, very little.
But Istanbul, life-changing place to live,
It
I
is.
think.
So, in our last episode, we talked about the importance of choosing the land where when we want to build a new development or a new project. So, do you have any prediction where the next wave of prime luxury residential projects can go in Istanbul?
Okay, good question. Istanbul, it's a very big city. Yes, we are now in the city center and normally luxury projects in this area, but everywhere can be luxury, by the way. For example, even in Büyükçekmece, there's amazing projects. I like it, and it's expensive because of the material, who is making, who is the developer. Everything can be. For example, I want to give you very interesting information. You were also working in the Bakırköy, Zeytinburnu area, Normally Bakırköy, it's not in the middle of the city center. But for example, in 10 years ago, if you gonna tell some Turkish people, you will say, do you know Zeytinburnu? We have a nice luxury project. They were laughing at you. How? Zeytinburnu is luxury? No, Zeytinburnu, it was not a preferable place to live normally. But in 10 years right now, I'm checking in the Pruva 34, Sea Pearl, Büyükyalı project, Yedi Mavi project. Now there is a Fişekhane there. And it's changed a lot. How? Because the view was nice. Maybe the back side of the projects, these projects, not amazing. But now, these areas also we are mentioning as a luxury areas. It was not like this before. Nobody wants to prefer to live that people still, these thoughts nowadays also still I saw in Yedi Mavi. You know, when I was telling Edim abi, some Turkish were coming, they were like the apartment and then the area, but they said, you know, in the title deed it's gonna written Zeytinburnu Belediye. They were they don't like this before, but as I said before, it's up to the developer, the quality, the material, everything, everywhere there is all the areas. There is A+ quality projects, and then there is B, C, every kind of, and every place has their own good projects, I think. Also, for example, Basın Express. I started this business in Basın Express.
We all did.
Yes, we all yes, all of us, we worked there. Now you cannot say Basın Express is the best location, but there's very nice projects there also. Yani.
Okay, this brings me to my last question, just to wrap up. What can you tell us about Taş Yapı Şişli?
First, if someone watching this podcast, you have to visit. Why? Because we are not just showing our client to our sample apartment. We are not just showing this. We are showing that the construction quality. I think after the earthquakes and then the high-rising buildings, we didn't saw how they built them there. The Taş Yapı Şişli, I'm very happy for myself because I'm seeing how this process is hard, but it's very important because you can change your kitchen, because you can change your marbles. You can change everything in your apartment, right? You can pay $1 million also in the maybe even 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment to change everything. But you cannot change the quality of the construction. Now I'm seeing somewhere the 20 years old apartments, 30 years old apartments. They are now making new, renovating them. We are making a project for minimum 200 years. That's why we are selling so much. Now I know we are the #1 selling project in Istanbul, and I'm so proud.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know, my boss is he is addicted to his business. Is very perfectionist. He's a billionaire, but every day he's coming to his workplace because he come from the beginning. He knows everything. That's why everybody should come and see the quality, and then they will ask their real estate guys, I want to see something like this. There is no even closer quality project to mine, right?
You know?
You saw?
Of course. But you know what I saw more? It's not just me seeing the project, but I saw how the initial feedback of my client. There are a lot of clients who came.
I never saw any client who didn't like. Only they were thinking about, maybe sometimes they don't want to wait.
Yeah. You know, sometimes...
Delivery date only.
Yeah, they don't want to take the risk, maybe. But the client I brought, one of them took 2 apartments. And he could get more because in his plan was
to take everybody buying not
2,
1,
3,
2, 3, 4.
And you remember
I sold
when I was in Korea, I
1
called
floor also.
You remember when I was in Korea, what did they call you for?
Yeah, I remember.
What was that?
Yes, there is floor clients. They don't just want to buy 1 or 2 apartments.
They want to buy the whole floor.
Yes,
I mean, one of our clients, when we showed them the project, he was like, look, I am buying floors in Dubai of the projects I'm believing in. And if this project is really what you're talking about, what you're saying about, he can buy like a floor, and we're talking a floor which is 1,840 meters square. Yeah, I know this information because
sold floors also.
Yeah, I remember this information because I'm still following up with these clients, and I think they're coming in January. And oh my God,
after 30 floor, we are selling as a floor.
Floors only.
Yeah.
So my own clients and the way they're reacting to this project is, for now, shocking me. So of course I am shocked of the project. My clients are shocked to the project.
Not only your clients.
Which I'm liking, by the way, because look, the client we closed lately.
I like them so much.
Yeah, very beautiful couple from Pakistan. You know, they came to my office our first meeting. We don't know each other. I was like, look, in order for me to sum up my experience of the Turkish real estate market. At the end of this tour and our real estate journey and everything, you're gonna choose between two projects.
Before they saw
anything in Istanbul, I said, look, if you're gonna...
What I told them, go and check everywhere. I know there is no better project.
But after we visited, they don't want to visit anything else. After that Friday, they were like, okay, now we're done. We saw a few projects, and they liked the two projects I told them, and we bought it.
Makes my job very easily.
Yeah.
Thanks, God.
So imagine...
Thanks to Mr. Emrullah Turanlı.
So imagine from the first time I met them, I told them, look, anyway, if you're talking to me this way, you have two options in Istanbul, and you're gonna buy in one of them. We checked 6 or 7 projects, and we ended up buying in one of these two options.
You know, all clients same. All clients same. I'm so glad.
Feyza, thank you so much for giving us the time, for being with us today.
And thank you so much, Hamza, for having me here with your office. Amazing team. Thank you so much. It was very nice. And you know, I'm gonna come again, I think, because we have a new projects also gonna coming soon in Bodrum.
Oh my God, she's full of surprises. We're talking.
Yeah,
whenever I'm calling her, she's coming for a project.
Etiler. You know, Etiler.
Oh no.
You know, there's too many nice projects is on the way.
I love that. I love working with you.
Yes, I like working with you also.
Very enjoyable.
And your clients also.
Journey.
You know, also your clients like you.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. Feyza, again, thank you so much. And we will see you in another episode of the Prestij Podcast.